Is Kenya's property market a bubble about to burst? This is a question that has been there for quite some time. So in this video, I want us to break it down, some of the things that cause a burst, and we try to analyze if our market is heading that direction. Welcome to Matters Real Estate with Festus Mutia. The housing bubbles usually start with an increase in demand in the face of limited supply. Speculators enter the market believing that profits can be made through short-term buying and selling, further pushing demand up. At some point, demand decreases or stagnates as supply increases, resulting in a sharp drop in prices, and the bubble bursts. So if we analyze the Kenyan market, we want to see if really we have reached that stage of bursting. Despite land in Upper Hill area being the most highly priced, with an average of an acre going for around 600 million Kenya shillings, and Ruaka, the most expensive satellite town, at around 70 million per acre, the sector has experienced marginal decline in prices as demand in some suburbs fell due to oversupply and demand and supply mismatch, which has been in the market. According to the available statistics, out of estimated 5,000 new units that are produced every year, over 80%, which is roughly 40,000 units, target the high and upper middle income earners. This is despite the fact that the greatest demand is for the low income and the lower middle income earners in the economy, which mainly constitute of 83% of the total housing demand in the country. After almost a decade of booming business in severe shortage of housing units in the lower market segment, we still see developers and other investors still focusing on the high and the middle income earners, which is creating a kind of a mismatch in the market, whereby the units that are being produced in the market, they are for the wrong people, whereas the demand is on the other side of the market. The property market as it stands now is heavily saturated, with experts warning of a looming glut in the middle class and high-end luxury accommodation segments, where supply is almost outstripping the demand. It is starting to feel the effects of investment and ridiculous pricing. Many developers in the market are now unable to sell their houses due to the overpricing, with buy-to-let investors being affected the most. Most of the investors that are buying houses to let, they are now being forced to go back into their pockets to top up the rental incomes, because you find that the income that they're getting from the rent are not able to service the mortgage loans that they took at high interest rates. And also another reason why they're going back into their pocket is because some of those units are staying vacant for quite a long time, and as you know, when there is no tenant for your apartment and you still have to pay the mortgage, so you really have to look for an alternative source of income to service the mortgage, otherwise the unit might be auctioned. And we have seen projects that have been completed over 2 years ago that kind of remain vacant for quite some time, and in areas like Kilimani, Kileleshwa, Westlands, Lavington, we are seeing a number of signs of advertising properties to let increasing every day. Every corner of the streets you are seeing to let signs showing that there are so many units in the market that are vacant after investors have put a lot of money in them, and others have even taken mortgages to finance them. This really shows that there's something wrong in the market. There's a mismatch of the demand and supply in the market. In the next video, I want us to still discuss about this topic of property, especially in the upmarket areas. Thank you so much for watching this channel. It is always a pleasure when you watch my content that I'm so passionate about in sharing. So come back for the next of these videos, and please subscribe. And in case you want to get in touch with me, my social media links are on below the videos.